Heyo, I'm April and this is Alt Life Yoga. Today I'm coming at you from Sydney Airport, Sydney, Australia, because I'm on my way to Melbourne and I feel the need to start speaking to you guys again because I've been lax on that. It's kind of crazy in here. Hopefully I'll be able to film something a little bit later this afternoon and get this all posted today. I am going to try to do a little bit of just easy like office or chair yoga, stuff that you might be able to do in circumstances where you can't have a real practice but you just feel like you really need to move. I can't check in yet and it's driving me crazy because there's no space here for me to do any of this, and hopefully eventually I'll be able to like get really into the airport and get the rest of my travels going. Quote of the day: are you having a bad day or are you having a bad moment? Important question, right? I don't even know what day it is anymore. Several hours ago and several days ago, I began my journey and I arrived with overweight luggage. And thankfully, these wonderful ladies at the Delta check-in counter in Portland helped me like redistribute my stuff and sit on the bag on the scale, and we're all like, moving the zipper, and I'm like, oh great, okay, cool. I made it without spending like $300 extra into getting my luggage to Australia. Everything's gonna be fine. So I handled that luggage catastrophe rather well. Managed to avoid tears and breakdowns, and then I went through LA and I got here to Sydney and I went to go check my bags, and they have completely different luggage restrictions here. You can only have 7 kilos for all of your carry-on, which is like 15, 16 pounds. I don't know about you, but I put all of my heavy crap in my carry-on because I know that it's not going to have to get weighed. I actually usually don't even check bags. I just put everything in my carry-on. This was totally news to me and fairly terrible because my carry-on luggage totaled about 23 kilos. You're allowed to have 23 kilos total for all of your luggage, and I think my grand total was, after they'll let you go up to 40 for an additional fee, and I was still, even not including my carry-on stuff, I was like something like 20 kilos over that, and the fee on that is $15 per kilo. So I'm looking at about $300 to get all of my stuff that I've tried so hard to be able to cut all of my expenses and everything, and I started to cry. I didn't know what to do. I can't get to a train. I can't take a train with how many bags I had. I didn't know where to take the train. I didn't know when I have to wait 12 hours to take the train. Somebody suggested going freight. I've already looked into freight. That was how I was originally trying to get out here, was to just send my stuff freight so I could travel light and easy, and I didn't know what to do. And so I started to let the tears come, and then I said, you know what, no. I don't need to have this completely ruin my first experiences in this country. I pulled off to the side and I looked at my bags and I said, you know what? I thought I had everything all set when I was packing these bags, and I didn't have room in the bags, and so I got rid of more stuff. What else in here can I get rid of? And I ended up taking my 3 suitcases down to 2 suitcases. Got rid of one of the bigger ones too. And I ended up getting everything down so that my carry-on weighs 7.1 kilos, and I think I'll be able to swing that. And my checked luggage is 40, pretty much on the dot. And that was amazing. Nobody at the counter could believe that I had done it. They were in total disbelief. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure? I was like, well, I don't want to throw this stuff away. I had like really nice hiking boots in there, and like really nice shoes, and like good books, like stuff that I think is like valuable, useful things, especially to somebody who is for want. And one of the ladies, she was able to call over the airport manager, and he even said, are you sure? Because as soon as I take these, they're gone. Like, are you sure you don't want to figure out another way to do it? And I said, you know what? My resources are limited. I know how that feels to have your resources limited. I don't need the things as much as I need to be able to move freely through this transition, to be able to get on this plane, keep doing this move and get into where I need to be going, and at least I know, at least it's not, as long as it's not going in the bin, the stuff is going to be used, and that's really important. And it was really also very amazing to me how much I've been able to allow myself to connect and deal effectively with other people through this experience, from the Delta check-in ladies to the This wonderful woman at Jetstar here in Australia that has just they've been so supportive and so helpful. And it really does go to show that if we're able to connect and have community with our fellow man, then it definitely makes a huge impact. I mean, we can be one of those people who go through airport lines and they're just angry at the lady at the counter that there's been so many people in line in front of them. And it's not their fault, you know? Like, you catch so many more flies with honey than with vinegar. So back also to the idea of crying, I've been having a really hard time with this move and the fact that very few things have made me cry. I almost feel like I haven't been sad enough about the people that I'm going to be leaving behind, the people that I love. And so I've had to meditate on this a lot. I had one experience where my teacher was insisting that we needed to heart tend more. And so I started to pay attention to my heart. I ended up crying quite a bit from that. And then there was a moment a couple weeks later when I realized that my dog was going to go live with his dad, my ex, and I shed a tear. And I thought, oh my gosh, how heartless am I that I'm just shedding a tear for this. And I didn't cry saying goodbye to my boyfriend. And I thought, what is wrong with me? Of course these things they definitely affect me. I feel something for it, but I think I've realized that the things that cause me to cry, to break down and break apart, is when I feel like I no longer have control, when things are out of my control and coming at me, and when I'm able to step back and say, no, these things are definitely in just the way that I'm responding to them. And I can look at the bigger picture rather than just that isolated moment of when all of the rain starts coming down upon you. It's not so scary. I'm going back to the States to see my boyfriend. It's not forever. It's a really, really long trip that I'm going on. My dog is now going to be able to be with the only other person in the world that makes him ecstatically happy. And so I know that he's going to be in excellent hands. And all of these things are just wonderful transitions, new experiences. What I've always wanted to do is be able to go see the world. And I have that opportunity now. And now I have the opportunity to do that without having to literally juggle and so I had these 3 suitcases. I only have 2 hands. And I had 2 on caster wheels, and I was pulling the one and rotating which one I would kick and nudge in front of me. And so there's so many people who are like, can I help you with those? I'm like, I don't even know how to help myself. I can't. So now I get to carry around 2 pieces of luggage with 2 hands like a normal, sane person. So there you go. More wonderful things that have changed, and for the better, definitely. Not to say that makes everything perfect, because after I righted this whole luggage situation and got myself not to be crying and freaked out, I squirt ketchup in my face and all over my travel dress. So, life happens. Thanks for checking this out. I hope that what we've talked about has been maybe a little bit inspiring for reflection for you. Make sure you subscribe and leave me lots of comments. Let me know if you like or don't like what I'm saying. That's cool. Really stoked that I'm finally down under and I can start studying up my life again and start getting these classes and videos back out to you guys. So yeah, thanks so much. Take care.